Okay, so the book we're talking about, this is it, and it's titled Waltzing with the Devil. A blood-freezing real-life story lived and written by me. So the title should already tell you a little something about the content. So I met someone online that is on Facebook. I didn't go looking for love on Facebook. He was a Facebook friend. And then we started talking. And by and by, as you said, we formed a bond because the conversation was flowing. We started spending more and more time, not just texting, but also making phone calls, late into the night and all that. And feelings start popping up here and there. And so the next thing you know, you want to start a relationship. I told myself, well, why not? You can meet people anywhere. You can meet people in the real world, virtually and all that. And the fact that this man was willing to actually travel all the way to my country made me think, okay, this is someone serious. So as you said, people can go to great lengths just to manipulate and deceive you because of what they are trying to get from you. So he came, and that is how we ended up spending. I think that relationship lasted for 8 months, but let me tell you, those 8 months were hell. And a lot of people.
So did he actually make it to see you?
Yes.
Okay, so this is somebody
multiple times.
The relationship went from online to offline, not like Miss Judy's one, offline to online. This one, you started online, talking late into the night, all of that. You formed that bond, and then he actually flew to come and see you.
Oh, he didn't fly. He came by road.
He came by road.
Yes.
Okay. Did you know he was coming by road?
Yes.
Okay. So he was
one
not
time
too
he
far.
Even drove himself.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's either he would come and visit me, or I would come here to Ghana to come and visit.
Because you are based not too far from us. Where are you based?
I'm from Togo. That's where I live.
Okay.
I used to live in Ghana because of school, but after I completed university, I went back to my home country. Yeah. So I had already finished school before he and I met. That was towards the latter part of 2022, September 2022. Yeah. So as I said, a lot of people were like, just 8 months relationship and you wrote a book. How about if you spent years with this person? And I'm like, but your reasoning is not making sense to me, because it's not about the duration of the relationship. It's about what happened during that time. And as I keep saying, somebody can show you the compressed hell of years within 3 or 6 months. And this is exactly what I went through. The gaslighting, the manipulation, the lies, the confusion, it was serious. This is somebody who went to every length to give me every assurance. Met my family. I met his family. He met my pastor. He used to come to church with me. We used to pray together, do morning devotion. He's somebody that when you wake up in the morning and you're together, he will start playing worship songs on YouTube and worshiping, faking to be speaking in tongues and all of that. I mean, he had every base covered. Spiritually, emotionally, everything was covered.
Financially?
No, that is the part. that was the tricky part.
Okay.
Because a lot of people were also like, when this story came out, because I shared a snippet, I shared some of them with you. And people said, how can you meet a man and then you are always the one giving? The man will tell you stories, he looks well dressed and educated, and then you just start giving him money. No. That's not what happened. I met somebody who told me that, okay, look, I used to have a corporate job and then I lost the job. And I also had a house fire in which I lost everything. But I'm now doing freelance jobs. He told me he's an IT professional, right? Cyber security expert. So I'm doing one-off jobs for these clients here and there, and then I'm still okay. So when we started, that was the story. I'm still doing okay, not as okay as before, but I'm still okay. And then gradually he started changing the story to, clients are not calling me back, and people have worked for are not paying, and people who owe me are not picking my call. So gradually it's now, okay, I was okay, but now I'm struggling. And you already started dating this person. And me, I'm not the type of woman who would abandon you in the middle of the road. A lot of women would have left, but I decided to stay and help him, and that was the mistake that I made.
See the way Miss Judy is laughing?
Yes.
See the way Miss Judy is laughing? Miss Judy, she would have
she's free to laugh.
Left you.
Yes, I know a lot of women would have left.
A lot of woman would have, someone like Miss Judy.
It's a relationship.
I mean, they wouldn't even start dating you. The moment you give any hint of financial trouble, they are gone. They are gone with the wind.
Yes.
But I have a different type of mentality. I've always been a very giving, very generous person. And I thank God for blessing me with a good job that pays me so well. So
give it up, 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 give it up.
And they've had.
We are all coming.
Oh, they should not deceive themselves. Now my eyes have opened. Yes. Now I'm seeing very clear, as someone will say.
Yes.
You know, I was saying recently that if you're a giver, right, you need to know who you are giving to. Because if the other person is also a receiver, then you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You are going to drain yourself.
Yeah.
Because givers also want to receive.
They do.
So
And that was the issue over there.
And
Because
also
he keeps
nobody wants to be taken for a ride.
Taking. And I was dealing with so much gaslighting. And a lot of times I am confused because you tell the person, okay, you go and ask questions. This thing is not making sense to me. You are seeing A. Then you know it's A. But then he tells you that no, what you are saying is not A. Because from my perspective, that's not what you think. And he always had this phrase that he likes to use, babe, give me the benefit of the doubt. What you think is not always the truth. So, and your perspective is not the only one. Maybe what you are thinking is not what it is. So I was always confused, always second guessing myself, It was a very, very difficult and mentally and traumatic time for me, and I'm still healing from it. Yeah.
So, if this person was not what you thought, you say it was 8 months of hell.
Yes.
Were there other women that he was involved with?
Oh, a lot.
Wow.
A lot.
That's how he feels.
He actually made a career, out of this. A professional romance scammer. Yeah.
Wow.
In all, we knew about 8 different women. 4 of them became friends of mine because together we decided what to do about him. And then we knew 4 others that
Is
we
he
did
still
not
walking
contact.
on the planet as we speak?
He is.
When he
Because
said you came together to decide what to do with him, I was worried for the guy.
Yes, because there's that part too where he was arrested and everything. But of course, he was in charge, so they can't keep him in there forever. We just made sure that he spent a weekend, with the mosquitoes in the cells and all that. But afterwards, they had to let him go.
Wow.
Yeah. Clear the malaria and start again.
I was there, and then this girl messaged me on Instagram and said, we have a friend in common. And as soon as she mentioned his name, I just knew that it's about to go down.
You knew something was up.
I knew, and by then I had broken up with him, and it had been a month. But I always had these unanswered questions. I knew that there was a lot about this guy. I just don't know. So I was always praying that God should reveal to me what I don't know, what's in the dark. And then I was there, and this girl just messaged me. I said, okay, this is what I've been praying and waiting for. They said, no, my best friend has been dating this guy for the past 5 months, and he has collected a lot of money from her with different stories, and the whole thing is no longer making sense. So we want to...
Franklin, I beg you.
Oh, he's Kweku. So we want to know. We want to
we won't add any more names to it.
Yeah, just Kweku. That's how everybody knows him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said, oh, no problem. Me, I'm willing to talk. I'm not one of those women who will fight my fellow woman over a man. Never. So then we got in touch, and then she told me about how she found out about 2 other women. And then we became 4. And apart from us, there were 4 more.
To do more.
We did not contact, so 8.
To do more.
And I'm sure that if we dug more, we would have found even more women. And guess what? We were just the ATMs, the girlfriends. This was a legally married man. With kids.
Oh.
So yes. wait, Constance. This is a legally married man who has children.
Yes.
But finds the time to commute between Ghana and Togo, and who knows where else he was going to.
Yeah.
Is that how he was feeding his family?
He claims he was using the money to take care of his family, but when my story came out, the wife also spoke up. The first wife, because there's a second one.
Oh.
The first wife of 6 years came to speak up and said, yes, what I said is true. But the part that was not true was that the money he was taking from all of us, and mostly from me, because I was the one he drained the most. They did not see any of it because this guy was not taking care of her, was not taking care of the kids. She was rather taking care of him. At least that's what she claims. He's a Ghanaian.
No, we've disowned him.
Yes.
I mean, Kweku there is a Ghanaian.
No. You know, some African Americans, it's what they're Kweku is cute.
He's 100%, 100% Ghanaian.
You don't want him, please.
He's a Ghanaian. So then I was like, okay. And after that, I heard that after our episode, he was arrested again for doing the same thing. And he still went ahead to marry another woman after the first one this year in April.
Constant, let me ask a question. What part of the whole saga do you personally take responsibility for?
Yes, I take responsibility for making a lot of wrong choices and closing my eyes when I shouldn't have. Because the red flags were very, very red. But I chose to keep giving the benefit of that when I shouldn't have, you know.
What was your mental state at that time?
Oh my God, I was a mess. I was always crying, always. And the stress was so much so that I was having panic attacks in my sleep. I would wake up screaming because I feel like I can't breathe. And it still happens to me sometimes, up to now.
Do you blame yourself for what you went through?
Oh yeah, at first I blamed myself a lot. I couldn't forgive myself because I was like, how did I let this happen to me? Why? Because I'm not a dumb girl. I'm not stupid. So how did I let this happen to me? That I almost lost everything. You know, all the things I was supposed to have done for myself by then, I couldn't do any of them. I was funding the life of a man who had a car whilst I was trekking and taking Okada in the sun. I mean, how? So at first I was very, very hard on myself, but then I told myself, you know what? This can happen to anyone. I can't come and kill myself. It has happened. The best thing is to take ownership for the part that I did wrong, learn from it, and then share my story with others so that they can also learn